the biggest standouts in the Dallas Cowboys' first preseason game, and honestly through all of training camp thus far, has been wide receiver TRAESHON Holden, and he is really starting to not only garner the attention from coaches, but starting to earn the trust from his teammates and coaches as well, and he's positioning himself to make this roster. So in this video, what I wanted to do is actually go back and I want to look at this preseason game. I want to show you some film. I want to show you what he did on the reps that he was playing. So we're going to look at some run blocking. We're going to look at some, obviously, route running. We're going to look at the balls he was targeted on. We're going to look at everything, okay? So before we dive into the video, I do ask a favor. I want you guys to comment down below another name, another player that you would like me to break down. In yesterday's video on my second channel, I broke down Zion Childress. If you want to watch that, go subscribe to my second channel, Matty Dubs NFL Film. It is the last video I posted. It should be still there today. So go check that one out. Let me know who you want me to break down next. With that being said, let's dive into the video. So right here, you got Joe Milton in the game. We got 11 personnel, 1 running back, 1 tight end in the field. We got TRAESHON Holden towards the bottom of your screen. Now, he is running a sideline go ball, means he's trying to get down that sideline. Now, we're going to recognize really early on that they're in a zone defense. You're going to see 27 keep his eyes locked in on the quarterback. Now, when you see this right here, boom, see how he turns his head away from the wide receiver? This is how we know this is straight zone coverage. Now, as we're running this route, we want to get as close to the sideline as possible. I know you guys can barely see it right now, but the reason being is, right, we see this deep safety right here. You see how in he's playing? If the closer we get to that sideline versus this zone coverage, and already TRAESHON Holden at this point in time, he knows this is zone coverage. He knows exactly what he needs to do. Gets to the close sideline so that DB at the top side, the safety on the top side, can't get there quick enough. And look at how perfect this ends up being. Gives his quarterback a beautiful window, and he ends up picking a beautiful chunk yards on this play. This is what I want to see out of TRAESHON Holden. This is a great rep. I'm all in on TRAESHON Holden. I think he's doing great at training camp. And this first preseason game, I'm telling you, he is earning the trust. All right, now with that being said, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the family, and let's dive into some more film here. So now they come out in trips. They are going to have a little bit of pre-snap motion here. We can notice off coverage here to the top side. Now, the concept that we're running here is very simple. We're going to be running some stops over the middle of the field here, right? This is really trying to attack a zone defense primarily, right? So this guy's going to drop back into his deep third, right? If this guy's in a flat and then this guy's over the middle, right? We know something's going to be open. This is man, though. It could be a little bit different, right? So we got to be able to read this quickly. So as you get the pre-snap motion, what is the first thing we notice here, guys? Is definitely zone coverage. You see how no safety, no one really moves over at all except for these linebackers. And trust me, you're not going to have man-to-man with a linebacker on and a wide receiver. So that's not going to happen. We know this is zone coverage, and so does Joe Milton, right? So here we go. Again, we're going to get those stop routes. As we stop, we're also going to get this flap by the running back. So at this point in time, we're waiting for this guy to make a decision. Are you going to bite down on that running back, or are you going to play this stop route over the middle? What are you going to do? And that's all Joe Milton's really looking at. I mean, at this point, he's looking to this side of the field. He can tell nothing's really there for him. So he scans, goes to a full field read, and as he comes back, that's when this guy's making a decision, and boom, lasers one in there and picks up 7 yards. Now, what I like about this play by TRAESHON Holden is the catch through contact. Okay, so as he's catching this ball, right, stop, good weight, hands up. As he's catching this ball, he does get hit. It's a low ball, low to the ground, which is honestly a good spot for this ball to be. And he maintains possession through the contact. That's what we need to see here. I feel like starting next game, we'll probably see a little bit more from TRAESHON Holden. He played about 20 snaps in this game, and I thought he looked pretty damn good for the most part. Again, we're going to break down some more routes here in a second, but those are his first 2 catches of the preseason, and hopefully we see more going into next. All right, here's another cool play. This time they're selling a fake little bubble over here. You can see TRAESHON Holden go up to block immediately right here, ultimately going to bite this safety down. They're going to hand the ball up the middle, and Malik Davis is going to do a good job finding space, right? But again, we need to be able to sell. Oh, honestly, really quickly, guys, before we get any further into the video, make sure you guys hit that like button, but most importantly, subscribe if you're new. It is free, doesn't cost anything, and we got you guys covered throughout the entirety of this year's preseason and regular season as well. Here we go. Watch TRAESHON Holden. Watch how he goes up, acts like he's going to block, fully commits to acting like he's blocking here, right? This guy is more like looking towards the inside, not really faking it as well, but TRAESHON HOLDEN is the focal point of this cell because it bites this guy down, right? Great offensive line blocking here, and with this guy biting down, over committing to that bubble, basically lessen the load of guys out here trying to get you, right? So great job. Malik Davis finds a hole, gets 12 yards in this thing. Gotta love it. All right, another route here by TRAESHON HOLDEN. Again, doesn't do much in terms of catching the football, but helps his guy break wide open in the back of the end zone with Rivaldo Fairweather. Again, we're running a stop route here. We're trying to get up to that corner and force him to bite down and kind of allow our guy Rivaldo to get behind the defense. And that's exactly what happened. So we see this corner starting to show blitz a little bit. As we drop back again, our job as TRAESHON HOLDEN is to attack this DB. Okay, we want him to stay down because they have no one else back here that is really going to be able to guard that out route like this guy can. If that makes any sense. Okay, so as we attack, boom, we want to stop right in front of him. Now he's kind of forced to pick that up at least initially. And now Rivaldo breaks wide open, and look at Holden. Instead of just sitting there, he knows, listen, this guy's got to make a choice now. If we get to that front pylon and he gets to that back pylon, there you can't guard both of us, right? Essentially, because it's such a small space, you kind of can. But look at this ball by Joe Milton. Beautiful job. Touchdown to Rivaldo. But again, this play doesn't happen without TRAESHON HOLDEN's ability to get there quick. He got there quick and stopped right in front of him. Brought him down. Allowed his guy Rivaldo to generate just a lick of space, which was perfect. All right, another intriguing play here by TRAESHON HOLDEN. So again, this is going to be a scramble drill here by Joe Milton, who ends up running the football. But you're going to notice with that pre-snap motion, TRAESHON HOLDEN is going to be running inside, right? And then he's going to break to an out. Now, the reason he's running so far to the inside is because he's trying to get in the way. That way his teammate can run this flat early. So already very team-oriented. Love to see that. Let me move myself out of this. You guys can. Okay, so again, you're going to see him take this very inside. Now, it doesn't do a perfect job, but ultimately, you don't want to get called for offensive pass interference at all. So, he does okay. Ultimately, I mean, they barely touch each other. Route is not bad. You see the head, kind of like the breaking of the neck a little bit, obviously. But nothing's really there. DB plays well. I think the route run is not bad at all. But ultimately, this is what I like. You see how he turns up the field? For a second there, he looks at Joe Milton, okay? As he turns around, he sees Joe Milton is scrambling out to the right. So what you don't want to do is run to him, right? Especially in this situation because there's a guy right here, right? But what you want to do is turn this up the field because you want one less defender there for him, right? Makes his life just a little bit easier, right? So he turns this up the field, and if there was no safety here, he might have been able to throw this ball to the back of the end zone for a touchdown, right? But they play it pretty well. Not bad. Again, you're going to see TRAESHON HOLDEN put his arm up like, like he's getting this football. But again, that's just to throw this guy off, right? Football's coming. Don't turn around. They're taught to do that. So, good rep there by TRAESHON HOLDEN. I know it's nothing crazy again, but he's doing the little things. I like that. All right, again, he's not going to be targeted again in this game, but we're going to go through some of the routes. So we're going to get kind of a quick flat here, and TRAESHON HOLDEN is playing that slot. He's going to be on quick dig over the middle. We're going to get a deep dig on the far side. I believe we're just getting like a concept over here to Rivaldo Fairweather, but ultimately, I just want to show you some more of his routes from this game and see what we can kind of see. So right here, they're running a 5-man scat, slide the offensive line to the right, man-to-man to the left. And they end up hitting Rivaldo, former Auburn tight end, last season for a quick little 5, 6, 7-yard gain. Good. I mean, I like Rivaldo. I think he's a good player. I don't know if he's going to make this team, but let's watch TRAESHON HOLDEN here again. You got that flat, you got the in. Not a bad route versus a linebacker. Don't know if there's... Great job by the linebacker. Look at the linebacker here. Right, point switch. Knows he's got to go bite down on that flat. Switches that perfectly. I mean, good job here by the linebacker. Not bad. I mean, again, he's not targeted, so there's nothing crazy that we can see. All right, last play here. They end up running that same play where we got like a quick little out, and we got like keeper out here. But again, we're trying to get in the way right here. Now, ultimately, this DB towards the bottom of the screen does a really good job playing the middle. And Will Greer is just not confident enough to make this throw. Now, in some situations, you'll get a quarterback that can make this throw right here. But he gets flushed out of the pocket pretty early, and throwing over this cornerback's head is very, very risky. So ultimately, you probably don't want to do that. He ends up taking off for about 4 yards. TRAESHON blocks upfield, but that was pretty much it. You only played 20 snaps. Only had 2 pretty much targets in this game. They did a great job running the football when he was in there. So let me know what you guys think. Again, not the craziest, not the most entertaining in the world, but had a couple of really good plays that I liked. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.